What's up, Illuminerds? We're here at the Denuo Nova booth here at Star Wars Celebration, and here we're here with Mark. Mark, how are you doing today, sir?
We're doing great. Thank you so much. Oh my God, as my voice just cracks. We are doing fantastic here at the booth. Thank you so much for coming to visit us.
No problem, no problem. You guys got a lot of amazing stuff now. What would you say is like a fan favorite that people always come and ask about and try on?
So right now, the Jango Fett is super hot and popular. This is a cold cast helmet. It's got this beautiful blue markings over here, straight out of Attack of the Clones, which couldn't come at a better time given it's the 20th anniversary. Tamora Morrison is here, Daniel Logan is here. We're doing all things Attack of the Clones today. But yeah, this has been a really popular helmet with our collectors.
Have you had a chance to show any of the products to the original wearers of these costumes?
No, not yet. I am trying to get Tamora to come to the booth. If you know where he is, you find him and point him in our direction.
Well, we'll head over there and say, hey, head over to this booth and check out your helmet.
Check it out.
Yeah.
I will say we've been very lucky that the people who have been coming to the booth, the fans, the collectors, the new people, as we explain who we are and what we're doing in this space, they all seem very excited about the product we're bringing. So that's been really fun.
So you guys are officially licensed Star Wars product, like all products and costumes. How long have you guys been doing this for?
So we're brand new. We started up last year in 2021.
Nice.
We have the license for high-end costumes, collectibles, and these helmets, right?
Yeah.
That's the space that Novos used to be in. They lost the license. We are the new license holder, and we're actually going back and doing a lot of the same product that they had in the marketplace and fulfilling the back order for people who are left behind by them.
Yeah.
So if you're a former Novos customer, please reach out to us at Denuo Novo, customer service at denuonovo.com. We can look up all your info and start fulfilling product for you. We've been doing that since August of last year.
Dude, that's really awesome. I know probably when stuff like that happens, it's really hard for fans to come back to things, but you guys fulfilling it, that's amazing. What is probably the most ordered thing online for you guys?
Oh, we have two at the moment. So aside from Jango, which is one of our newer releases, the Mandalorian has been our top-selling helmet since we launched the site back in August. And we just released a Kylo Ren from Rise of Skywalker, which has like the red cracks in it and everything. Yeah. People are really responding to that one as well. And that one's live on the site along with Mando. Those are both delivering as we speak. Jango is up on pre-order and will be arriving in Q3. So that's July through September.
Nice. Now, what is the process as far as like choosing what products you guys want to create for the franchise?
So we have two sort of streams happening at the moment. Novo's left behind a lot of helmets that were unfulfilled as well as costumes. So we've started on that back order and really made it a priority for the customers who were there originally to get those items out as fast as possible. And so while we're looking at those older items, we're also now pivoting to all the new content. So obviously they just released a trailer for Andor. We know the Obi-Wan Kenobi show is coming. There's a live action Ahsoka. We're looking at what we can do in that space in the next couple of years while we catch up on everything from the Novo's back order, which at the moment is very Rogue One heavy, you might notice. That's how far back some of this goes. We've got a Shore Trooper helmet. There's an AT-AC Trooper helmet. We've got the Director Krennic costume over there, which has the cape and the tunic. And we also brought back some Imperial officer uniforms, which are just standards to have in the lineup. If you're going to do costuming, those are ones you want to always have on shelf.
For you personally, what's your favorite product that you guys carry?
Oh boy, see, I'm a Rebels fanatic, and
really?
it's my favorite part of Star Wars, and I know that's not a most popular answer, but I love the animation, and so we had, from the Anovo's back order, one helmet from Rebels, a Sabine Wren, and so our real challenge was how do you translate an animated character into, not live action, but real life, into a helmet. So we're working on that, and I can show you her at the end of the booth. That one looks really cool. It's got a viewfinder that actually moves and everything. So love the way that came together.
Awesome. So you're going to be showing us around the booth some of the cool things you guys have.
Yes.
Apart from helmets, I saw you guys even have some Chia Pet stuff.
Yes, so we are part of a large network of companies. So NECA, who you guys probably know, the collectibles company. Yeah, everyone does. By the way, their Turtles stuff right now is killing it.
We're both Turtles fans.
Oh man, me too. So I'm of the age where I grew up with the Ninja Turtles. I don't care how many iterations they've been through. The cartoon from the late 80s, early 90s is always my jam. NECA really specializes in that sort of collector space for action figures. They're one of our parent companies. We're actually owned by Rubies, which is a Halloween costume company. So we also make your Halloween costumes, which, if you don't want to spend $700 on a helmet, we got you covered at the $40 Halloween costume too. And the other companies in our network, Kid Robot, which also makes awesome collectibles, and then JEI Enterprises, which is Chia Pet and the Clapper. And I gotta tell you, the Chia Pet is super cute. When you make it over to that booth, the Grogu with the cat grass is adorable.
Awesome.
Yeah. One of the things you'll want to see about this helmet is that it's got a bottom piece. We remove the bottom ring, I should say. That way it fits on a human head. So the thing about the 501st helmet, it's done off the same mold as the Clone Trooper Phase 2, which is straight out of Revenge of the Sith. That helmet was really special effects. There wasn't a real helmet associated with it. So in the desire to keep it as screen accurate as possible, there used to be a ring under the bottom, and it was really hard then to get it onto a human head. So Innovo's originally designed it as a two-piece helmet with a removable front face. We made it a one-piece. We got rid of the ring, single piece, great for collecting, and even better for trooping, which we know a lot of our fans are interested in actually wearing this thing.
Yeah, especially since, you're not going to be looking at it from the bottom.
Yeah, exactly. You're not going to see it anyway. Yeah. This looks like what it would look like on screen. You don't have to worry about that bottom piece. But now we have a much more manageable helmet that's wearable.
That's awesome. So this is the first time it's been here, been shown at a con?
This is our big reveal. We announced it yesterday. So the 501st Trooper helmet, it's got that beautiful blue color, which I always remind people, it's a little more cobalt than turquoise. Yeah, it's a little darker than people remember sometimes, but it's got some of the cracking in there, very lightly weathered. We're also going to do a fully clean version of our Clone Trooper Phase 2 with no weathering. So we love our weathering on our helmets. It really makes it feel like they're a live item. But on the Clone Trooper, we wanted one fresh off the line, so to say. So, it's coming soon.
It's really cool. Have there been a lot of stops by a lot of cosplayers that just admiring the work and just super interested in adding your stuff to their collection?
Oh yeah, look behind you. I mean, we've got a lot of guys in costume who are roaming the booth and checking things out and scoping things out. We've already seen some people ordering things to finish up their looks, especially on the helmet side. It's easier, I think, to make a costume like a garment, but making a helmet requires a whole different set of skills, and I don't think a lot of people have fiberglass carving capabilities in their home, right? So we can fill that in for a lot of the cosplayers that are out there.
Now, as far as feedback from cosplayers or fans, does a lot of that go into effect when you're starting another project, how to adjust or readjust some of the things that you've done in the past?
Oh yes, as you know, the Star Wars fans, if they have an opinion, they will tell you. So, and we want that input. So you can email customer service at denuo.com if you have any product suggestions, or if you see something that you have questions about. A lot of times we'll get little questions about placements of weathering, or the way the artwork hits on the helmet, or the size of the mohawk on here. People they know their stuff. This is an audience that we're catering to that is not the general market wide audience fan. This is someone who is a fanatic, and if they're dressing up, they want it to be as accurate as possible. We're trying to deliver that to them. So I always tell people bring your suggestions so we can then address them.
Is there a price for if they want anything custom done to any of this stuff?
So we actually don't have any bespoke costumes yet, but we are exploring custom sizing. Our sizes on our costumes usually run from small to double XL. What we're finding more than ever, though, is all of a sudden everyone's tall. And so double XL doesn't even get you there if you're over 6'4". So we're examining triple X. We're also hearing a lot of women who want to wear menswear, and so an extra small gets you to a women's medium. So we're looking at expanding our size offerings on our uniforms, on all of the different pants and shirts that we're able to sell, to see if we can meet the needs of the whole size range of customers.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
This is the Sabine Wren helmet that I was telling you a little about earlier. It's got the movable viewfinder, as I mentioned. Very happy about that. This is our first production sample. She is not available right now. This is just a coming soon reveal at the booth. One of the things we're doing differently from Innovo's is we're actually not going to solicit product based on concept or even sculpt. We're going to wait until we have a final approved production sample from Lucasfilm, as well as a manufacturing schedule and delivery window. So right now you can see her, but we are not going to take your money. This will be going up for pre-order probably in about a month, and we'll deliver sometime in Q4. But all to be determined, and you'll see it on the website. But wanted everyone to get to meet Sabine at the booth.
That's really awesome. I even love the articulation in some of the stuff. Is there any
orange paint is just tremendous.
Is it hard to have articulating parts on some of these helmets?
This is the first time we're doing it on our side. The Jango one doesn't move. This one, it wasn't rocket science to figure out the engineering feat on this to make it go up and down, but we just need to do a lot of wear testing to make sure that if you do this a million times, it's not going to break. So for us, it's been more about the testing side of things and making sure that this is sturdy enough to stand up to someone who's in costume. I don't want a woman walking around in this and all of a sudden the stock breaks. Like, that's not great. So we have to make sure that this is troopable as well as a nice looking display piece, you know?
Yeah, I love how you guys have a lot of the research and development involved in all this, because you know that it's gonna go through a lot of wear and tear.
Oh, for sure. I see people running around the convention right now. I saw a guy like fall over basically, and he's in full gear. You have to make sure that that's not going to shatter. And this is a fiberglass helmet, right? So it's sturdy, but we do have to test it to make sure it's not going to crack when it hits the ground, or even in shipping. We know a lot of people are going to put these on display, but we also know there's a large number of people who are going to wear it. The 501sters have been here all weekend hanging out in the booth, and that's what they do. They dress up, they do charity work. Like, this is stuff that we want to make sure that when they're out there doing good work at hospitals, that they're not going to be in a costume that's going to fall apart on them.
Especially with like the 501st also has a lot of involvement in like some of the Disney Plus TV shows. So you could have some of your product in some of the Disney Plus TV shows.
Now that's the hope, and we've actually had a lot of people come to the booth and ask if our items are 501st approved. Obviously, your costume build itself needs to be approved by the 501st, but we can provide the items that can make it in there. Like the kit that we're doing for the Stormtrooper should be approvable as long as you build it.
Yeah.
So we're making sure that we're accurate enough that like 501st isn't going to come in here and say, no, this doesn't work. We keep that in mind as we're developing our products. That's the way Anovo's did it. That's the way we're going to do it as well.
That is awesome, man. That is awesome.